4 for 4 Treys for Trey Murphy last night, hosting the Dallas Mavericks. No Brandon Ingram, no Zion Williamson. This kid is out there playing 36 minutes, and guess what? Doesn't miss a shot. 17th pick in the 2021 NBA draft. This draft class from the New Orleans Pelicans has got to be the stuff of legend, or should I say rookie class, because Jose Alvarado, in his second season, not even drafted. 60 picks went by, no one took this guy. And guess what? He's better than like 90% of these guys. Maybe not 90, but certainly deserving minutes on a team that's going to make the playoffs. He's going to be a key role. He was a starter last night, and he has just been awesome on both ends of the floor. But this video, it's not about him. We're going to talk about the guy who is getting honestly the least amount of coverage, because the other guy in this rookie class, Herb Jones, 35th overall pick, monster draft steal. He's the starter on the wing for the New Orleans Pelicans, and he has been an incredible impact player, especially at the defensive end, guarding multiple positions, taking that number one option in the opposing team's backcourt each and every night, and a huge reason why this team is as promising as they are, why they are constructed so well, because they have a guy like Trey Murphy III, a guy not a lot of people have really known about, especially last year, but this year, he's going to make his name a lot more popular because his role is increasing. With Brandon Ingram going out, this team looks equipped to win games without him. I don't think he's even going to be out that long, but you're missing your two best players, your two star players, and still being able to get a win against Luka and a pretty complete Mavericks team. Trey Murphy, such a huge reason why that was. 36 minutes last night. He played 40 minutes in that OT game against the Utah Jazz. They ended up losing, but an incredibly admirable comeback without Zion, without Ingram, to send this game to overtime. And Trey Murphy just stepping into a role that he really hasn't been in, because he's playing behind Brandon Ingram and Herb Jones on the wing. He just hasn't been able to get that many minutes. But it's really good that everyone could see what this guy is made of, because 41% from three in his career. This guy is an absolute three-point contest caliber sniper player. 6'8", super wiry frame, a lot like Brandon Ingram. Obviously not with that shot creation ability, but man, the Pelicans love these long-armed, wiry, heavy wingspan type versatile guys like Herb Jones, Brandon Ingram. And so far this season, Trey Murphy is averaging over 15 points per game, 6 rebounds. He's shooting a blistering 68.4% from three, which is the greatest mark of all time. Obviously, that's not going to maintain. He will have to come back to earth eventually. He's going to earn some key minutes with the New Orleans Pelicans. He looks totally ready to be out there and play a role, because not only is he already one of the best spot-up shooters in the league this season, but the guy has demonstrated some incredible versatility, guarding multiple positions. He's out there guarding Dorian Finney-Smith last night. In the game before, he was spending time on Kelly Olynyk, and then also can switch onto a Jordan Clarkson. So I really don't even know what position he is, because he's quick enough to guard guards, he's tall enough to guard, and long enough, pause, to guard bigger guys, at least guys that don't have that super size and strength. So there definitely will be a couple mismatches, and he's not necessarily a lockdown defender by any means, but he can go out there, he's not going to get cooked, they're not game planning at him, and he can guard a lot of different players, he can switch. He seems already incredibly intelligent for his age, and just another draft steal, another contributor for the New Orleans Pelicans they didn't get in the lottery. Man, I just can't say enough about that 2021 rookie class. But Trey Murphy, just 8 shots. I mean, he scored 22 points on 8 shots. Something special. Just a guy who has it going like this. He's not over eager to shoot every time he touches the ball. He's moving the ball where he should. He plays within that team concept. But man, when he needs to shoot the ball, he knows he's shooting the ball. It's going up. It's going in. And he was shooting the ball. He wasn't even coming close touching the rim last night. He was absolutely locked in. Green light every time. And it's so exciting to watch, because even though Herb Jones, Brandon Ingram, they're going to come back, Trey Murphy's going to move back to the bench. He's just another option that this team has in case guys do get hurt. Or if not, coming off the bench. Can he play 20-25 minutes in a pinch? Absolutely. Next to playmakers like Zion, CJ, Brandon Ingram, the floor spacing is going to be key. Having a guy that defenses can't help off of is just going to help guys like Zion especially. Every time they drive to the rim and they can't help off of this guy, Zion's got one-on-one matchups, and if they decide to help, easy assists. So three-point ability will absolutely keep Trey Murphy on the floor. He's got some skills in multiple areas, and he's not over-eager to expand his role to make it all about him. I love that he's just playing within the flow of the game. He's not doing too much. He just knows what what he's good at and knows his skill set. Just another testament to the New Orleans Pelicans' all-time great turnaround last season after starting with the abysmal. They were something like 3-15, looked like a complete dumpster fire. Zion Williamson beefing with the front office, supposedly didn't even know if he was going to ever come back. Is Zion even going to play? Is his time in New Orleans done? I mean, that was just less than a year ago, and now Zion is happy. He's kind of healthy. I mean, he's day-to-day. He took a nasty fall against the Utah Jazz in that game, but of course this team's championship aspirations, they all stem from, is Zion Williamson going to be healthy? But a happy and in shape Zion Williamson is more likely to be on the floor and an effective contributor for the New Orleans Pelicans. And that CJ McCollum trade, it has to go down as one of the best trades that we've seen in the last 365 days. This is a guy that hadn't really played starting point guard in the NBA in his career, playing next to Dame Lillard for all those years. Obviously has that ball handling ability, but the facilitation, not something that we had seen to this level. And he looks just great. Playing next to a bunch of young guys, a great culture. Willie Green has done an awesome job as head coach so far for this team. And Trey Murphy is just yet another reason to be excited. Another reason to be high on a team that a lot of people thought and had the idea would be really good this year. And sure, they're 3-1 so far. They look extremely promising. Just another great sign for the New Orleans Pelicans having a guy like this. I'm serious. I think he could be in the three-point contest this year, obviously depending on how many minutes he ends up getting. But from an ability perspective, he could compete in that. He's on that level. Absolutely one of the best spot-up shooters in the league right now, even if he hasn't gotten that same amount of attempts and volume that other guys have. He certainly looks the part at this point. It's very early, but what a start for Trey Murphy and the New Orleans Pelicans. And I'm really excited to watch this guy play. Let me know what you guys think. And yeah, this has been Bucketology, and I'm out.